Sophia man sentenced to 6 months after escape from custody. Guyana Times. A 21-year-old man from B Field squatting area, Sophia, Greater Georgetown, was sentenced to 6 months in prison following a dramatic and chaotic court appearance at the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Friday. Brian Stevens, who was wanted for armed robbery, faced charges for escaping lawful custody while receiving treatment for gunshot wounds. According to police reports, on February 28, Stevens was involved in an altercation with another wanted man during an event, resulting in him being shot. He was rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation (GPHC) for medical attention. While receiving treatment, police recognized him as a wanted suspect and placed him under guard. Despite being watched by police, Stevens managed to escape on March 8 by requesting to use the washroom. When officers checked on him, he was gone. A search ensued, and he was later recaptured. During his court appearance, Stevens' behavior was marked by continuous interruptions, emotional outbursts, and confrontations with both the magistrate and police officers. He frequently raised his hand, spoke out of turn, and loudly protested his innocence. At one point, he pleaded with the magistrate for bail, stating, "Ma'am, I am the only breadwinner for my family. I am asking for a small bail." Initially, he pleaded not guilty to the charge of escaping lawful custody but later changed his plea to guilty. As the proceedings continued, Stevens grew increasingly agitated, waving his hands and speaking over the magistrate and police officers. He abruptly stood up and began removing his clothing in the courtroom, pulling down his pants and lifting his shirt to reveal bullet wounds on his thighs and body. "Ma'am, I got shot 3 times and robbed. The police shot me," he shouted as officers attempted to calm him down. Stevens also directed his anger towards the police, accusing an officer in the courtroom of killing someone he knew. His outbursts escalated as he alleged that officers had robbed and shot him before his arrest. When one officer denied these claims, Stevens interrupted again, asserting that he only escaped because his child's mother had called him, saying their child was sick and needed milk. "My child's mother is not working, and she called me to tell me my child was sick and had no milk. I had to go get money to buy milk for my child, so I left. But I turned myself back in," he claimed. However, police officers contradicted this account, stating that he did not voluntarily surrender but had to be recaptured. Due to Stevens' repeated involvement in violent incidents, Magistrate Singh commented that he seemed to frequently get shot. She decided to find a place to put him, for protection purposes, sentencing him to 6 months in prison. Upon hearing his sentence, Stevens smirked, shrugged, and responded defiantly, "No problem. I ain't frightened to go to jail. Y'all think you can sink me, I ain't got to get no lawyer. Watch, y'all know who I am a mastermind." As he was escorted out of the courtroom, his defiance transformed into violent threats, as he turned toward the officers involved in his case and threatened to kill them. Stevens remains under active investigation for the armed robbery case.